What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Let's Play Doom 3 BFG The Lost Mission. So this might be the part of the game where you realize that they've just recycled a lot of the level geometry and pretty much copied and pasted from the regular Doom 3 campaign. So this campaign has been designed very lazily, as you can tell. Not that I really care, because I would pay $40 for an HD version of Doom 3 even if it didn't come with this. So the fact that this has not been designed all that with all that much effort is really not a big deal to me. It's really about the encounters, really. I don't care about the scenery in this. It's in HD graphics and all that, and it looks nice. They didn't have to design new textures and new environments and put a new story and everything like that for me to really care. It's just give me big, meaty encounters in a short, condensed campaign, and I am more than content. And that's what the Lost Mission really delivers, if I haven't overstated that a million times before. So we get some meaty encounters. We're going to blast through the meat of some zombies here with our newly acquired boomstick, and as well as all the other enemies for the rest of this game. Because now we pretty much have the only thing we'll ever need for the rest of the game. We can literally kill pretty much every enemy in the game with this. We won't, of course, because variety and range, of course, if needed. That did not go as well as I planned, but he did a weird twirl, and now he's out of it. Exploding barrels, either the most, they're either incredibly unreliable or they end up killing you, but we still appreciate their existence from time to time. That animation you're seeing that imp doing right there, I am not actually sure if that is in the original Doom 3 campaign, because I only remember seeing it in the BFG edition. And it's pretty dangerous actually when he's crawling that fast, and he's just chucking fireballs like crazy, and it's pretty dangerous, honestly. Oh yeah, that's a good way to make the exploding barrels useful. Just chuck them with the not gravity gun. You would think that the ability to just pick up and throw objects would be useless when we have guns, but as this, Half-Life 2 and Bioshock all prove, the ability to pick up and throw things is incredibly overpowered, especially in Bioshock for that matter. But Half-Life 2 is one that's used with puzzles, and yet it's the one that does not allow you to pick up enemies with projectiles unless it's the particle things, which are used by enemies so infrequently that it might as well not count. Anyway, one thing I like to mention while we're on the subject of Doom is apparently I noticed at Walmart the other day they apparently have that Universal, I guess, is having like a limited edition print run of some of their movies as Blu-ray and DVD Steelbook combo packs. And it's a really random selection of their movies, but it's all some of their, it's coincidentally a lot of movies of theirs that I like. But for some reason they decided to, and it's all like in very comic booky style cover art, and it's really cool. But one of the ones they reprinted, for whatever reason, I don't know why they chose this, was actually the Doom movie. And I don't have a copy of the Doom movie, but now I do, and it's a steelbook, which is awesome to me, even though, you know, I don't particularly like the Doom movie, but it's Doom, and therefore I have to have it for my collection, and it's a steelbook, and I absolutely adore steelbooks. I think they are the best thing since something that I cannot conjure an analogy for. Like, anyway, there are some ticks approaching us, I believe is what they're called, and they die in 2 shots with the pistol, which is nice of them, but also we can pick them up and kill them instantly with the grabber, which I'll be doing from now on because I forgot that we could do that. This is actually kind of a dangerous encounter, really, especially if you're playing on Nightmare, which I actually died quite a few times on my Nightmare run of this. But even on Veteran, they are still putting up actually quite a fight, just because there's so many of them we can't possibly kill them all at once. But the ability to kill them instantly with a grabber is pretty cheap. One hit. Small one-hit enemies like that, you can, like those in the Lost Souls, and actually the Cherubs as well is really surprisingly, because the Cherubs actually have a decent amount of health, relatively speaking, compared to the other 2 enemies I just mentioned. But with those, you can just pick them up and drop them and they die instantly, or you can chuck them across the room and they'll die. They will literally die from their journey and not from their impact. And over here we're gonna have some more possessed Marines, which I absolutely despise. So they're gonna say hi to Mr. Junaid. It's like in the early parts of the game when you're not fighting a lot of large enemies, I tend to not use the grenades except against the enemies with really low health, and that's the Marines. This would never happen in the original game because there's far too many Marines in that, and there's actually no grenades whatsoever. They couldn't really get away with grenades because there'd be no physics for them. Oh crap, another commando. Pretty sure I might be able to one-shot the commandos with the double-barrel shotgun, but the amount of range they would take to one-shot them would be really dangerous, so there's probably going to be some really tricky encounters with the commandos in this, due to the fact that by the time they get close enough to where I can one-shot them, they will be within striking distance, so I might be killing them mid-animation when they attempt to strike me. I'm looking around for some extra health because I'm pretty sure I want to make sure I scavenge everything from that area back there before I moved on, but there was something else there, so. We can carry such an absurd amount of shotgun shells, as I haven't mentioned before, that blasting away at these helpless zombies with the double-barrel shotgun is really not a big deal to me at all, wasting 2 shots on them like that. If I didn't say so before, there's a mod for the PC, I think I mentioned this in the version comparison video. Now, there's a mod for the PC version of the game called the True Survival mod, which actually decreases the amount of ammo you can hold, purely because this is such an excessive amount of ammo for the shotgun. For a weapon you will be using almost constantly and still have too much ammo. Like, I couldn't empty this thing if I tried, there's so much ammo for it. And it's not like it's littered all over the place, it's just you get it and then you're holding it for a while. You know, you get a large quantity at once, you don't really see it everywhere per se. So now we found ourselves right where we started. Don't you find it funny when game design does this, when it designs levels where the exit of the level is right by the entrance and you basically just have to go in a big circle to unlock the exit? It's like, did I get anything accomplished by exploring that area? I just went in a big circle. But it's better than backtracking, and it actually does make for some good levels. I understand why games do it. I'd actually prefer that over backtracking to where the exit is. So, now we have the code for this, even though I messed it up, I think. Oh, come on. There we go, that's better. And we get a new weapon, we get the chain gun. Now, in the original Doom, obviously, as you know, there was no machine gun, there was only the chain gun, and it fired the same ammo that the pistol had. In this, the pistol, machine gun, and chain gun are all different and all have their own separate ammo types. And the chain gun is pretty awesome. It's more powerful than the machine gun, but it actually has a lot bigger of a spread to it. And it takes a little while to get going. It's not like any other chain gun or Gatling gun in most other FPS games, but it's really got a freaking awesome design. It's got a much more visible ammo counter on the screen there, even though all the weapons in BFG Edition have an on-screen ammo counter separate from the weapon model itself, which is really nice, something they didn't have in the original Xbox version, as I showed in the version comparison. But the chain gun in this, I really like what they did with the sound effect of it. It's not as good as the sound effect in some of the PC mods, of course, but it's all overall really good. Yeah, I'm going to be using it a lot. There's still a use for the machine gun, but it's only really against enemies that are too far away to hit, where this thing becomes inaccurate, for the most part. It has the same size clip too, but it holds a little bit less ammo.